Yeah, come on in here. Listen, I'm not gonna do what I usually do, which is bash Rings of Power. I'm not gonna bash them. I mean, I do got a couple of things that I might wanna get off my chest as far as this episode, but this me. Listen, I love battle sequences. I love fight sequences. I love things that have to do with war, whether it's medieval war, ancient times, or, you know, present day. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. And I liked a lot of the battle sequences in this episode. My only issue that I have is, like, I know it's the elves. I know they have special agility and things like that, but you didn't have to just overdo all the fight scenes with the swords and the flipping and the stabbing and the boy. You didn't have to overdo them all. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I really didn't like outside of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of good battle sequences. My other issue is the catapults that made the mountain collapse. Like, where did they find the rocks or the boulders that would be heavy enough and strong enough to fit on that trebuchet to knock that mountain? That's my only thing. I mean, that's not my only thing. I just had to complain about that. Other than that, this episode, it kept me interested. I wasn't sleepy this episode. You know, like I said, I done kind of got over a few things. Like, I realized that this show is really fan fiction. It's not really true to a lot of things as far as Tolkien go. It's really mostly fan fiction. And I don't necessarily like a lot of fan fiction, but as long as the show is good and it flows right, like as long as the commentary and the acting is on point, like, I can deal with it. And this episode, like, they didn't have a lot of bad acting. Matter of fact, what went on with Sauron and Celebrimbor was like, those were some very good scenes. Like, I still hate what they did to Celebrimbor's character, but those were some good scenes. I like what Elrond did this episode. Like, Elrond is the Elrond that I've always pictured from the books and the stories. In this episode, like, Elrond was him. Like, he took charge. He was that dude. I was liking Elrond. What's my boy, man? The Black Legolas. I be watching somebody on the channel. They be calling him Don Limitless. Cause they do look like Don Lemon, but he is like a black version of Legolas. Like, to see him go out the way he did, like. And I don't know, with this show, he might not be gone. He might have not bit the bullet. He did take a knife to the gut. So he might be gone. But he might survive. You know, he's an elf. He's a little special, but you know, this diehard mission that he been on to get Adar, or to get Adar, however you say his name. Like, damn, bruh. You came all this way. You even helped take down a troll. You know what I'm saying? A big giant troll. You know what I'm talking about? Big giant, bad attitude, talking. You helped take down that troll. That troll slapped the piss out Elrond. Did y'all see how he did Elrond? He gave Elrond a backhand. Elrond went flying. But yeah, he came through and the orcs was like, hey, man, he gonna be killing our own people. Man, send him in. Send him in. You know, like I said, once again, I didn't hate this episode. Like, it was a lot to enjoy, especially with the fighting and the battle sequences. Like I said, I'm still trying to come to grips with the fan fiction part of it. Like, it's things that I don't like. I don't like that they trying to humanize the orcs. I don't like that at all, that the orcs are like, what about we're losing people? The orcs don't care about each other like that. They is orcs. I mean, they care if they personally live and die, but they don't care about a lot of our brothers. The orcs don't care about that. You know what I'm talking about? They'll gut each other in a minute. Like, they don't give a damn if they go back to their family. Orcs don't care. I don't like that they try to humanize the orcs. You will lose a lot of people too. My father, I love you. I don't like that. I don't like that storyline. I don't like that at all. Some of the orcs wasn't with all that. They was about their business. You know, one of the interesting things about Tolkien stories is, you know, not this particular battle, because in the books, the orcs win. They take over at Rhaegon. They defeat the elves. They like Elrond and all of them. They send them on the back foot running. But the bulk of Sauron's orc army that he uses in the final battle of the Last Alliance, he get those from the east, and that's where, you know, the wizards are right now. And fake Gandalf or whoever they're supposed to be, and the other evil wizard are right now. But he get those orcs there, and those orcs don't give a damn about nothing, Nathan, nobody, nada. They supposed to be a different breed of orcs. They supposed to be tough juice like the Gundabad orcs. That's a whole nother story. I gotta do a video based on some of the orcs and the different versions and the places they come from. I have to do that. But like I said in this episode, between Sauron and Celebrimbor, that was very interesting. The way he was playing with his mind and just tricked him, and then convinced everybody that, hey man, Celebrimbor out of his mind. He letting y'all get killed out here. Like, I want y'all to defend yourselves. I want y'all to go fight. Celebrimbor saying, no, let me just work on these dang rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was playing with that man like a harp. He was playing with him like a harp, you know, and just to move the story forward, you know, they decided to do whatever they was going to do with this story, like to just magnify the importance of the 9 rings for mankind. Like, I really don't think in Sauron's scope of things, I don't think those 9 rings were really that important when he made them, because, you know, the elves have 3 that was made separately. They were actually made last before the 1 ring, and whenever Sauron put on the 1 ring, he became aware of those 3 separate elven rings that Celebrimbor made in secret, and that pissed him off, and that made him go to war and attack Eregion. That's how the story go in the books. In the show, they made those 3 rings first, and like he was there, like, so they kind of did it backwards. But the dwarves and the 7, and then man with the 9 and the dwarves and the elves was really most important to Sauron. Man wasn't the most important ones that he wanted to have those rings. But just for this show, they did it a little different. Like, what's going on in Cosmic Doom, you know, them awaken the Balrog, or already trying to awaken the Balrog. Like, listen, Durin cut up, didn't he? Durin he done split old Navi wig. They were like, man, King Durin, hey, you finna send your soldiers to go help out the elf. What? I told y'all to go dig for this gold, man. I told y'all to go dig for these diamonds and this ore, man. Durin didn't give a damn. I will say I do hope Diesel died. Don't at me. Look, I was looking at my analytics, and I was like, man, you know what? A lot of my stuff I got 100%. But when I do these Rings of Power reviews, and I be talking about how bad this show is, like, y'all don't like that. A lot of people don't be liking it, so I'll be striking my video down, don't you? That's not gonna stop me. It must be done. Listen, I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all are just happy to see people, places, and things that you heard of it that you like on the show or in the series. I know a lot of fans are like that. But I'm a person that, like I said, the writing has to be good. And because I am, you know, a person that have read the books, I am kind of snobbish on it. But I know that the show can't be 100% like the books, but it has to be good. And this series just has not been good to me. Like, I'm okay with it being canceled. I'm okay with it being canceled. I'm okay with somebody else getting a hold of this story and doing it better, or doing it more closer to what it should be. Like, I'm okay with that. But like I said, once again, for the 1,000th time, this episode was okay. I really like the fighting. I like seeing the elves of Eregion put up their fight. I like to finally see Gil-galad get out there and get to swing his spear. Like, that was interesting. You know, Elrond was cutting them down. Like, I saw, it was a lot of battles and a lot of fight scenes that I did. Like, I like the fact that it actually lasted some days. It actually took some time to have this battle. It wasn't something they just went in an hour, 2 hours, the heroes show up, it's over. I'm glad it wasn't like that. Like I said, in the books, they lose. Celebrimbor, all of them lose. You know, Gil-galad gets stuck where he at, and Elrond gets stuck where he at. That's how Rivendell is formed in the first place. Rivendell is formed in the first place. So I want to know what they're going to do with that. I guess next episode is the final episode. We'll finally get to see the Balrog in action, and we'll see what goes on with those wizards that are out east. Is that really Gandalf, or is that some other wizard that was sent ahead of time? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's gonna happen? I just don't want to see the goddamn stores and the Harfoots. I don't give a damn about all of them. But yeah, man, Junior, man, this Rings of Power episode 7. It's 7 this time. I think I said 7 last time, but this is actually 7. Junior.